to be a good one between the Los Angeles Rams and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Chain two soft. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Yo, yo, yo. Go. Go. You got motion man right there. Check three. Check three. Check three. Watch twins. Watch twins. Go. 50 to go.
They'll run on first down. Hawkins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, high 7. Get.
To throw on second down. Ray. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, LA.
First down.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, Delta.
On 3rd down, Ray. Got an open man, that's Campbell. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
Second and 5. This pass complete to Higgins. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Back to throw. Ray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Hey, lock it. Get it.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McLeod, that's complete to Williams out of the backfield. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Six guy. Check 6 guy. Hey, Zoo. Ready?
Operating from the gun. McLeod got a man. It's complete. Williams. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Minus 50. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Come. Hit it.
On 4th down, McLeod looking deep downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
on the set. 57. 5. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Ray. Campbell making the catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. We're scoreless after 1.
On the ready.
49's the mark. Touchdown, defense.
Yep.
To throw on second down. Ray. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
49.
From the gun, Ray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check nickel.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Orbit.
Operating from the gun. McLeod. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see Charles come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Bravo. Ready?
Looking to throw. McLeod. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
30 base.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Hey, Alpha. Hit it.
To throw on third down. McLeod. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This pass finds its way to Williams. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 48. 48 for Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, alert 48. Let's go.
On third and 2, McLeod. And he's got his target. That's more. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's first and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. Second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the Rams' 35-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Looking to throw on second down. McLeod. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
All right, D. Let's all right, D. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Second and 9 now. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, come on now, come on now. Hey. He's mine.
From the gun, Ray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back to throw. Ray. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. 49 the mic, watch 49.
Throwing on 1st down. Ray. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
50, plant. Get that ball. Hey, wahoo. Shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down. Ray. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for LA. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, high 7, 5.
Operating from the gun, McLeod. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and a yard at their 49-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go. 49, check 49, check 49.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
All day, play. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. It's been a long day for you.
From the gun on 3rd down. McLeod, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Hey, Zoo.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Carmen.
Big Griffin.
From the gun, McLeod. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And now it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Looking to throw. McLeod, he's airing it out, and that's caught inside the 35.
Let's go.
A big 30-yard play on third. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about it in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Check three. Recon, 132 fighter.
Check safety, check safety.
On first down, McLeod. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Five.
Throwing again. McLeod. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Back to throw. McLeod. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Look at me, zipper. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to.
X3, 218, chopper.
He's coming, he's coming.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
18 Gator.
I'm coming.
Hey, orbit. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Way. He dumps this one off to Jackson, the running back. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ready.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Matchbox right.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Wide. Get wide.
Take four. Greystone, travel. Go.
Go.
So that'll back him up 5.
Here we go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, switch gears.
80 weapons.
Deuce. Out.
Hey!
Wide motion.
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Ray, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Chargers 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for LA. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. McLeod escaping the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Sack, baby. Sack.
Brought down back at the 11-yard line.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
We want it. Come to my world. Watch twist.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Ray. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Ray. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, LA. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers' 42-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they're going to have a third down.
Here we go, here we go. 60 yards. You got nothing. Yo, go, go.
Operating from the gun, Ray. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Smith.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. I'm going to run.
Hey, Charlie.
Run you.
Get it.
To throw from his end zone, McLeod. And his throw here's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
All day. All day.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
That's 6, baby.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for LA.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Ready?
Throwing after the interception. McLeod. This is caught by Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
86. Watch 86. Single, single.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to like the 48 right now. Let's go.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Go.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
From the gun, McLeod. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10.
Exit.
Gut, gut, gut. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Mike, 48, Mike, 48.
Defense. Defense.
To throw again, McLeod. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 10. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first and 10, Ray. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Hey, high 7.
57 to Mike, 57 to Mike.
Back to the air on second down. Ray, he's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. McLeod got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. McLeod looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. McLeod. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun. McLeod, he's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there at a 1st down for L.A.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
I'm scared. Man left, man left. Alone.
Hit it.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, McLeod. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Strip that ball.
On 4th down, McLeod eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Here we go. Mike's 50. Yo.
Throwing on first down. McLeod throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. Operating from the gun, McLeod, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run it here with P-Ryan. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Check your hot read.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, seam 6, get it.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now the Rams will signal. For a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
What's my name? What's my name?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Rams, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. To 0-2, and they will try to get back in the swing.